Whenever people talk about reading not being political, I like having that conversation through the lens of Shakespeare. I find that if I start with Black speculative fiction, for a number of biases in society and literature, people, dismiss it fairly easily. So I'm confident in my beliefs of being able to take it from Shakespeare and then transition that conversation into Black spec. So I like to take this from Othello, not only because of the play and the contents of the play and the characters, but mainly how it's interpreted throughout history. If you know, I love Shakespeare, I love Brit Lit, and while I don't talk about it here, I do like finding how characters and plays are interpreted over time. With Othello, this is a copy that was published in the mid to late 1800s in Edinburgh. And before the play, before the introduction, before the glossary, there is an entire page written by Hartley Coleridge, who was the son of Samuel Coleridge, an entire page dedicated to proving why Othello is not a Black man, even though there's a lot of evidence saying that he is. When you are people living in an empire, when you are people who have been impacted by empire, everything about your existence is political. And if you weren't born that way, it becomes that way eventually. There are laws all over this country and throughout this country's history that say who you can and can't be, what you should and shouldn't wear, who is deemed worthy of humanity. Therefore, everything we are and everything we create is subject to politics, is subject to interpretation to deem us worthy of our existence. Your inability or unwillingness to process this does not change this fact.